my God, hi. I've been getting a lot of compliments on my eyebrows recently, and it's actually insanely easy to do them the way I've been doing them. Like, it's so much easier than I was doing them before. So I figured I would show you, and you're going to be shocked at how simple this is. First, I just wanted to say that I have been plucking them a little bit. I'm going to zoom you in so you can like really see. So I have been previously, I hadn't really been shaping them all that much. Like I would clean up stuff here and there, but I have been plucking them slightly thinner at the arch and the tail just to give them like a little bit more of a lift. And I've been wearing them a little bit thinner. So the process isn't that different from my previous tutorials if you have seen them. The process is kind of the same. It's just like adjusted, I guess. So I am going to be starting off with a brow pencil to do a little bit of shaping. I usually do this at the beginning of my makeup before I've gone in with any like powder or anything, but whatever. So I've been actually really liking the ColourPop Brow Boss brow pencil. I don't know how many shades they have, but I've been using the one that is light brown. And it's actually a little bit warmer than I've been used to. My hair is like a golden blonde right now, so I don't know if I'm gonna like continue to use this shade when I go platinum this weekend in like 2 days. Super excited to go back to platinum. So we'll see if that adjusts, but basically like, and whatever your brow pencil color is, okay? So I always start off when I'm shaping my brows at the inner part, and then I kind of trace underneath. I like my left brow. This is my right brow. The one on your left, my right brow, I like the shape of it the best. So I usually use it as my guide for the two of them. But this one is a little bit shorter than actually maybe not. Who cares? I extend my tail. So I'm gonna extend my tail out a little bit. Okay, just like that, nothing crazy. And then I am gonna go on the top. So I kind of do like a nice light fill, and then when I get to the arch, things get a lot thinner. So I just connecting to the tail. So you can see obviously like the width is there. This is like kind of similar to 2016, but the brow itself ends up looking a lot more natural. And then basically what I do is just kind of like gently brush through all of it to kind of create a base shade. So if you've seen my other brow tutorials, you're gonna be like, duh, like nothing's different. But I am doing this mostly now in this way because this brow pencil is a little bit more warm than my natural brow color. So if I don't create that warmth underneath, then it just ends up like in the areas where I haven't filled, like created a little bit more of that like base color, it ends up looking really, really cool toned. So I'm just gonna go in and brush that out. I guess we can do one side so you can see the difference side by side. It's probably good. Although I don't recommend doing your brows that way. I'm just gonna do it so that you can see the difference. But if you're trying to get them even, then you definitely wanna be doing them at the same time. Now when it comes to plucking my brows, I actually wait typically until I've done my brows. So once I have them filled, like at least the initial shape, then I can see like, oh, there's like all these, which I plucked them already. But then I can see like what I actually should remove, and that's really going to help prevent you from over plucking. So that's important. I'm having a hard time breathing. Sorry, getting over a cold. I've gotten sick 3 times in the last 2 months, and I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't know why I'm bringing it up. All right, so we have that nice fill. Now, in terms of setting it, typically I would use my Pears soap. It's not necessary for this. Sometimes I pivot to, where did it go? My Refi brow gel, this guy, Brow Sculpt or whatever it's called. Mostly just because like I'm not trying to stand my brow hairs up, so I'll use this today, who cares? Sometimes I do still use my soap, but it's really just up to you. So I'm gonna run this up, I'm gonna run it down, and I kind of just use this to be like, okay, like we're just gonna kind of put them in place, but I'm not trying to fluff them up, I'm just setting them, essentially. I just want to see like what areas need to be filled in And I don't want them moving around a lot, you know? Okay, that was way too much. Don't do that. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that set now so that it's not all wet, because I am gonna go in with a brow pen. So I don't know. I usually do other things while I'm doing this, but we're just gonna sit here and wait in silence and stare at each other. Just kidding. I'll be right back. Okay, so that only took like a few minutes, basically. Like, it sets relatively quickly. And what I like about this stuff versus the soap is that it's just like, it's a little bit more flexible, but like it, for the most part, keeps your hairs in place. It just makes them look a little bit more natural. So now I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Micro Stroke Brow Pen. I've been using this and I actually really like it. It's super tiny, like real nice. But like, you guys know, I love the NYX brow pens. Those are so great, and they have wonderful colors. So I like to try new things. So I'm using slightly different products. The technique is basically the same. So I have this like nice shape, but you can see that like we've revealed some bald areas, and I do like to kind of like define the tail of the brow, since the front of my brow and like middle and front of my brow is it's more full. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with like this little bald patch right here, and I love this brow pen because it is really tiny. You can really draw in those strokes. Did I tell you what color this was? Dark brown. So here, like clockwork, the cat just went in the litter box. And then I'm just going to deepen up and like really define that tail. Ooh, you know what I mean? Like, ooh, doop, doop, doop. Just little strokes. The flatter you hold it to the skin, the darker and thicker your line's gonna be. So just keep that in mind. Like, if you hold it a little bit more like angled like this, then you can really get those individual thin hairs. And this shade is a little cooler and darker than the pencil. So it really helps to create that dimension, you know? So yeah, that's literally it. It's so easy. It's so easy. And because I'm not like fluffing my brows up like crazy, I have fewer like sparse areas to fill. So it goes a lot faster. And somebody commented on one of my last videos and they were like, I zoomed in and I like couldn't see any product. So like give us a tutorial basically. And that's it. I often get questions about like, do you have your brows laminated when I like brush them up a lot? And it's just creating this like light fill of a base layer and then going in and doing a little bit of like defining with a brow pen. So that's literally it. Look at that. Fabulous. Okay, hi, I'm back. I have 2 brows on now. Look at, and they're like relatively even, despite doing them at completely different times and actually struggling a little bit with it. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this was helpful. I've just been enjoying it because first of all, it's faster. And also it's kind of just like, I don't know, the thinner brow is just making me feel happy for some reason. But occasionally I do miss my fluffy brow. And I have lots of brow tutorials. So if you are interested in those, maybe I'll pop one up here, or it'll like pop up in one of the other little, like the end screen type thing. I don't know, whatever. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you change the way you do your brows and blah, blah, blah. I'll see you in the next one. Farewell.